Security compliance is about following the rules, but more importantly, it's about protecting people, data, and organizations. In this video, we'll break down security compliance, why it matters, and how organizations make sure they are meeting legal, regulatory, and internal requirements. Security compliance refers to an organization's ability to follow laws, regulations, industry standards, and internal policies related to security and data protection. Compliance helps ensure systems are secure, data is handled responsibly, and organizations avoid serious legal and financial consequences. One major part of compliance is compliance reporting, which comes in two forms, internal and external. Internal compliance reporting focuses on assessing whether the organization is following its own policies and procedures. These reports are shared with internal stakeholders like management and employees to identify gaps and improve controls. External compliance reporting is shared with outside entities such as regulatory bodies, government agencies, investors, and sometimes the public. These reports demonstrate transparency and prove that the organization is meeting legal and regulatory requirements. Failing to comply can have serious consequences. Non-compliance may result in fines, sanctions, reputational damage, loss of licenses, contractual impacts, legal action, and even the loss of customers or business opportunities. These risks are why compliance is taken so seriously. To prevent non-compliance, organizations rely on compliance monitoring. Compliance monitoring ensures continued adherence to laws, regulations, standards, and internal policies. It is an ongoing process rather than a one-time task. A key part of monitoring is due diligence and care, which means proactively identifying and managing compliance risks before they become problems. This includes researching regulations, reviewing processes, and staying aware of changes that could affect compliance. Another important element is attestation and acknowledgment. This involves obtaining formal statements from employees, vendors, or partners confirming that they understand and follow required policies or regulations. These acknowledgments create accountability. Compliance monitoring can be both internal and external. Internal monitoring checks internal processes and controls, while external monitoring tracks regulatory changes and ensures third parties are meeting compliance requirements. Many organizations also use automation to improve compliance monitoring. Automated tools help track requirements, analyze data, generate reports, and provide alerts, making compliance more efficient and accurate. A major area of compliance today is privacy. Privacy regulations focus on protecting the rights and personal data of individuals, also known as data subjects. These laws exist at local, regional, national, and global levels. Under privacy regulations, the data controller determines how and why personal data is processed and is primarily responsible for compliance. Data processors handle data on behalf of the controller and must follow strict instructions and security requirements. Although organizations store and manage data, individuals maintain ownership rights over their personal information. This is why organizations must maintain a data inventory, control how long data is kept, and follow proper data retention policies. Privacy laws also grant individuals the right to be forgotten, which allows data subjects to request the deletion of their personal data under certain conditions. Organizations must be prepared to honor these requests when legally required. Ensuring compliance with privacy regulations requires privacy by design, strong security controls, transparency, and respect for individual rights. Organizations that fail to prioritize privacy risk both legal penalties and public trust. The key takeaway is this: security compliance isn't just paperwork, it's protection. When organizations actively monitor compliance, respect privacy, and follow regulations, they build trust, reduce risk, and stay secure in an increasingly regulated digital world.